Good afternoon, I'm Shawn Yao, and this is One News Now. Local health experts are now evaluating SINOVAC's vaccine for use among minors. In today's Laging Handa briefing, FDA Chief Eric Domingo said the evaluation of SINOVAC's application comes after it was approved in China and Indonesia. For now, Domingo noted that only Pfizer's shot has been approved by the vaccine expert panel for those aged 12 and above in the Philippines. However, the health department maintained that only those in the priority list will be vaccinated for now due to limited supply.
Sa ngayon po actually isa pa lamang ang vaccine na nagagamit sa mga minors. Ito yung Pfizer. Yung Pfizer vaccine has been approved for use ng 12 years old pataas sa US FDA na una, sa Europa at dito rin sa atin na approve na natin.
More than 24 million Filipinos have been vaccinated against COVID-19. The government's COVID-19 task force said some 11.3 million Filipinos have been fully vaccinated, while 13 million have received at least one dose. An average of 516,600 doses of COVID-19 vaccines were administered daily this past week. That's a total of 3.6 million doses, meanwhile, being administered in the past 7 days. Health officials are once again reminding the public to show up for their second doses. Around 30,000 residents of Pasig City may not be able to get their ECQ ayuda. The LGU of Pasig has received 650 million pesos in funds. That is 30 million pesos lower as compared to the last cash aid budget. However, Mayor Vico Soto said that food packs and other assistance are ready for distribution among those who will not receive financial support. Starting this week, local officials will go house to house to give out forms to allow for a more organized distribution of ayuda in the city.
There's really no easy way to do this. Kahit anong sistemang gawin mo, meron talagang nangailangan na sadly hindi makakatanggap. So we just have to do our best.
Here are other stories we're keeping our eyes on. The health department has again classified the country as a high-risk area for COVID-19. Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergeres said the country's COVID-19 growth rate jumped to 42% in the last 2 weeks. A new study found that the single-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine is highly effective against the Delta COVID variant. Data showed that the vaccine has a 91 to 96.2% protection against death and 71% protection against hospitalization from Delta. Some 470,000 health workers were inoculated with the Janssen shot in South Africa for the study. And Olympic medalists Nesty Petesio, Carlo Paalam, and Yumir Marshall are on their way home from Tokyo after a historic stint. They are joined by Philippine Olympic Committee President Mambo Tolentino on board a flight with the flag carrier Philippine Airlines. The athletes are expected to call President Duterte once they land at around 4:45 p.m. before heading on to Tagaytay for quarantine. And Tokyo residents are reflecting on hosting the Olympic Games amid the spike in COVID-19 infections in Japan. Let's watch this Bloomberg Quick Take.
だからやるにしてもやらないにしても、なんかどっちもどっちだったのかなみたいな、やっても批判を受けるし、やらなくても批判ではないかもしれないけど、なんかマイナスな面が出てきたりとかするのかななんて、だからなんだろう、なんかどっちでもよかったのかななんて思ったりも します、私は。
残念ではあったんですけど、やっぱり1年延期になってアスリートの方たちはやっぱりそれもなんか無観客だからこそじゃないけど、またより頑張って金メダルとかをいっぱい獲得できたのはすごい良かったなって思いました。
見る側だってやっぱり世界の超一流選手が集まって日本という国で競技をしてくれるっていうのはすごく嬉しいことです。本当は日本をもっと街中に出て知ってもらいたかったけども、それは叶わなかったかもしれないけど。
All right, we'll be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Some LGUs in Metro Manila have received the funds for the ECQ ayuda of their constituents. Maricel Halili joins us live from Mandaluyong for more details. Mase, hello. Until when can LGUs distribute this so-called ECQ cash aid or this ayuda?
Hi, Sean. Actually, earlier during the press briefing of Malacanang, DILG Undersecretary Jonathan Malaya said that there was already an agreement among Metro Manila mayors that they are planning to start the distribution of the financial assistance to the residences of Metro Manila on Wednesday, August 11.
And how does the government plan on ensuring that the distribution of cash aid or ayuda will not turn into these so-called super spreader events?
We actually asked the WD about it. What are their guidelines to the local government? They said that it's up to the local executives to decide what particular strategy are they going to use to ensure that the distribution of ayudas won't be a mass gathering or a super spreader event. Some of the LGUs have already cooperate or coordinated with the Interior Department and let them know what are their strategies. For example, in Makati, they are planning to distribute the amelioration or the financial assistance through GCash. In Quezon City, I think they are planning to stick with the previous strategy wherein there will be payout centers and they will do the distribution by batch. This will also be the strategy in Navotas.
All right, Masa, just making sure that LGUs really are allowed to distribute ayuda through mobile apps in order to avoid, exposure to COVID-19 or what we call a contactless transaction.
Yes, it's an option, Sean. The local government units have free hand on deciding what particular strategy are they going to use to make sure that the event won't be a super spreader.
Right, and what did the palace have to say about those blaming the president for the overcrowding in COVID-19 vaccination sites that we've seen over the past week or so?
As expected, Sean, presidential spokesperson Harry Roque defended President Duterte. He said that the statement of President Duterte about the distribution or for those who doesn't want to get vaccinated happened during his talk to the people on Monday. But those people who actually allegedly received fake news and went to vaccination sites that turned out to be a mass gathering happened days after that. So Secretary Roque said that he doesn't see the logic because if it's really because of the statement of the president, it should have happened a day after the speech of the president. But it didn't happen that way.
All right, what about updates on the 4 million vaccines that NCR local governments are asking from national? Did they have anything to say about the delivery and the timeline of that?
Secretary Vince DIZON, our Deputy Chief Implementer, said that they have already delivered the 3 million doses of vaccine, 3 million out of 4 million vaccines asked by the Metro Manila mayors. They have already delivered it to NCR. So 1 million doses of vaccines are still pending. One of the reasons why there is a delay in the distribution is because they are still waiting for the authentication or the certificate, which will prove that the quality of SINOVAC is the same as the previous quality. So once they got the certificate for the SINOVAC vaccines, this will also be distributed to Metro Manila.
All right, thank you so much for answering all those questions. Maricel Halili reporting to us live from Mandaluyong. Thanks, Maset. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.